यस्य रूपमधिकम् प्रच्छन्नगुप्तं धनम् विद्या भोगकरी यशः सुखकरी विद्या गुरुणा गुरुः विद्या बन्धुजनो विदेशगमने विद्या परं दैवतम् विद्या राजसु पूज्यते न तु धनम् विद्या विहीनः पशुः विद्या प्रशस्यते लोकैः विद्या सर्वत्र गौरवा विद्यया लभते सर्वम् विद्वान् सर्वत्र पूज्यते ज्ञानेन सदृशं पवित्रमिह विद्यते न हि ज्ञानेन सदृशं पवित्रमिह विद्यते न हि ज्ञानेन सदृशं पवित्रमिह विद्यते।
Dr. Manali Patil is a distinguished academician and HR professional with an admirable academic and professional background. She holds a Ph.D. and MMS in Human Resource Management. She has more than 14 years experience spanning both industry and academia. Currently, she serves as an assistant professor at PTVA's Institute of Management. Dr. Patil has been honored with the prestigious Professor Indira Parikh 50 Women in Education Leaders Award in recognition of her significant contribution to academics, research and placements. She has presented and published numerous research papers at national and international conferences with several publications in reputed journals. She has also received citations for some of her research publications. One of the research work is being nominated with first place at National Research Conference. Additionally, she has successfully completed an ICSSR sponsored minor research project. With extensive professional experience and exposure across multiple domains, Dr. Patil has developed strong capabilities in managing people effectively and gaining deep insights into human behavior. She is widely recognized as a multifaceted professional whose expertise and contributions continues to make a meaningful impact in both education and industry. So welcome Vidyavachspati, Dr. Manali Patil.
Today I am here to speak about my PhD journey, a story of persistence, learning and transformation. Pursuing a PhD is not just an academic milestone, it is a personal and transformative journey. When I began my doctoral studies, I believed research was mainly about intelligence, expertise and finding correct answers. The first step which I took towards PhD is the PET exam, which is the PhD entrance test. My decision to pursue a PhD emerged from a strong inclination towards academics and a desire to contribute meaningfully to knowledge creation. This decision was shaped after gaining valuable industry experience, which, along with my academic background, helped me identify broader areas of interest. Over time, these experiences led me to gradually develop a focused research problem. This process ultimately resulted in my thesis titled Impact of Technology on Cost-Effective HR Solutions for Small and Medium Enterprises which are functioning in Amravati region. Selecting this research topic was both exciting and demanding, as it required a careful balance between personal interest, societal relevance, and research feasibility. Once the topic was finalized and approved, the next step, which involved, was coursework. During the coursework, I learned how to structure a thesis, frame research objectives and hypotheses, and also to understand various statistical tools along with their effective application in research. The objectives of my thesis were as follows: to understand the role of technology in HR to minimize HR spend of SMEs, to understand the role of technology in HR in overall productivity and performance, to understand the role of technology in HR to improve growth and progress of SMEs in the study region, to provide effective solution based on the observations and findings of the study to other SMEs. The initial phase of my research was marked by enthusiasm and optimism. However, as I progressed, I realized that research is not a linear process. The earlier stages involved extensive reading and deep engagement with existing literature, which led to a humbling realization that the world of research is vast, complex, and largely unexplored. Through this review, I observed that several studies have examined technological advancements in HR and their role in improving efficiency, productivity, and reducing operational leakages in SMEs. However, a significant research gap emerged as no study has specifically focused on how SMEs in the Amravati region utilize cost-effective, advanced technologies in key HR functions such as hiring, training, employee retention, and productivity enhancement. The literature review phase tested my discipline and critical thinking skills. It involved synthesizing diverse perspectives and identify genuine research gaps. The next phase came is the research phase, wherein it was all about navigating the complexity. One of the most demanding aspects of my PhD journey was refining the research problem. Developing a robust methodology also required a significant effort. Framing the questionnaire was another critical task. It had to be designed carefully with keeping the SMEs in mind. This required clarity, relevance, and precision. There were frequent moments of confusion and doubt. Multiple revisions became an essential part of the process. The most difficult, critical, and time consuming phase of the PhD research was primary data collection and its subsequent analysis. During this stage, I often had to wait for extended periods to meet the respondents and wait for long hours and have a meaningful interaction. And that is how these meaningful interactions typically occurred after this waiting period. At times, the progress felt slow and discouraging, and the result did not always align with my expectations. However, there were also phases when the process moved smoothly and efficiently. Primary data was being collected using multiple methods, including personal interviews, Google Forms, and emails. The respondents for the study comprised existing employees of selected SMEs in the Amravati region. The total universe, that is the total population, consisted of 2,132 SMEs which are operating in the region, out of which 452 SMEs were randomly chosen as the sample for the study. Care was being taken from my end to ensure that at least one respondent from the management of each participating organization was included. Amongst the respondents, 266 were from organizations with more than 200 employees, while 186 respondents belonged to organizations with fewer than 200 employees. A non-probability convenience sampling technique was adopted. The collected data was being analyzed using statistical tools such as simple percentage analysis and Pearson's coefficient of correlation. The next phase came is the findings of this study, which indicated that most respondents were aged between 26 and 45 years and predominantly held diploma or ITI qualification. The majority of the SMEs operated as partnership firms reported annual turnover ranging from rupees 11 to 100 crore and employed between 101 and 500 employees. Innovation emerged as the primary driver of ICT adoption, followed by the pursuit of competitive advantage. Most respondents acknowledged that their organizations benefited from technology adoption. However, perceptions regarding the availability of advanced computerized HR information systems were mixed. Overall, respondents strongly perceive technology as critical to effective HR management and organizational performance. Technology adoption was found to improve data management, reduce paperwork, enhance HR efficiency, speed, accuracy, and information flow while lowering operational costs and making HR functions more strategic. Furthermore, technology was widely believed to support recruitment, employee development, decision making, productivity, and overall business growth by enhancing sales, revenue, competitiveness, and integration of business processes. The last phase which came was the conclusion of my thesis is that rapid technological advancement and globalization have significantly transformed human resource management, particularly within India's SME sector, by enabling efficient recruitment, training, payroll management, and employee data handling. Focusing on SMEs in the Amaravati region of Maharashtra, this study examines the impact of technology adoption on cost-effective HR practices by analyzing perceptions of owners, executives, and HR managers across 452 organizations. The findings indicate that technology adoption enhances HR effectiveness and supports sustainable competitiveness and organizational growth. So now I would like to talk about the challenges and setbacks in my PhD journey. Like most doctoral journeys, mine was not free from challenges. And balancing multiple roles was one of the most demanding aspects of this doctoral journey. Managing professional responsibilities alongside personal commitments and rigorous research deadlines required discipline in terms of time management and constantly prioritizing the things. There were moments when there were a lot of demands which felt overwhelming and I felt that the progress is going very slow. However, I started learning to plan strategically and remain flexible, which helped me to maintain momentum while ensuring that neither my academic work nor my professional as well as personal responsibilities were being neglected. The complexity of my doctoral research itself posed additional challenges. Engaging deeply with literature, refining research questions, and navigating methodological decisions demanded sustained focus and intellectual endurance. At times, the uncertainty which inherent in research led to self-doubt, particularly when outcomes did not align with the initial expectations. These experiences reinforced the importance of patience and persistence, teaching me that meaningful research often evolves through trial, reflection, and revision. Periods of stagnation were an inevitable part of the journey, which tested my motivation as well as my confidence. There were phases when progress felt minimal despite sustained effort, leading to frustration and self questioning. Rather than viewing these moments as failures, I gradually learned to recognize them as an integral part of the research process. These pauses often provide space for deeper reflection, enabling me to reassess my approach and gain clearer perspectives on my work. Through these challenges, I developed emotional resilience and a strong growth mindset. I learned to regulate stress, remain focused under pressure, and maintain motivation even during uncertain phases. The experience taught me to accept setbacks as temporary and to approach obstacles with curiosity rather than discouragement. This shift in mindset not only strengthened my academic perseverance but also enhanced my personal well being. Equally important was learning to seek and engage with feedback constructively. My mentors' comments and peer critics initially felt daunting, but over time, I came to value them as essential tools for improvement. Viewing criticism as an opportunity rather than a setback allowed me to refine my work more effectively and grow as an independent researcher. This openness to feedback has become a lasting skill, shaping my approach towards my work as well as for a continuous professional development. So now I would like to speak about the completion of my PhD. So I would like to mention that completing the PhD was not a merely matter of submitting a thesis or successfully defending it in a viva. It represented the culmination of years of perseverance, intellectual growth, and personal resilience. Throughout this journey, I navigated complex research questions, overcame academic and personal challenges, and developed a deeper appreciation for the rigor and the discipline that scholarly work demands. The process required sustained commitment, critical thinking, and adaptability, shaping not only my research capabilities but also my approach to problem solving and lifelong learning. Beyond academic achievement, the PhD journey fostered profound self discovery and personal transformation. It helped me emerge as a more confident and an independent scholar, capable of engaging thoughtfully with diverse perspectives in teaching as well as research. The reflective skills which I gained along the way have strengthened my professional practice, enabling me to contribute meaningfully to academic communities and beyond it. Moreover, the doctoral experience which I instilled developed a strong sense of purpose and responsibility towards knowledge creation and dissemination. It reinforced the value of integrity, collaboration, and perseverance in advancing my journey and addressing real world challenges. As I move forward, the lessons which I learned during this journey continue to guide my academic and my professional aspirations, motivating me to mentor others, engage in impactful research, and contribute constructively to the broader educational and professional landscape. Ultimately, the experience has equipped me with intellectual maturity and ethical grounding, which is necessary to make informed as well as impactful contributions in my field. Last but not the least, I would like to give a message to all the aspiring research scholars, those considering or currently pursuing their PhD. I would say this: a doctoral journey is a marathon and not a sprint. Choose your topic wisely, remain consistent, seek guidance, and take care of yourself. Progress may seem slow for you at times, but every step which you take contributes to your growth. A PhD does not provide all the answers, but it equips you with the skills and the mindset to keep asking meaningful questions. So, all the best to everyone. Thank you.
ज्ञानेन सदृशं पवित्रमिह विद्यते न हि ज्ञानेन सदृशं पवित्रमिह विद्यते न हि सदृशं पवित्रमिह विद्यते